ਏਕ ਓਂਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਤਹਿ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੋਇ। Waheguru ji ki fateh, vighan vinasan soy. Welcome to another episode of Nanak Prakash Granth in English. In this episode, we will be doing the last of the Poorbaard series, Poorbaard 1.73, Meeting Akaal Purakh in Sachkhand. In the next video, you will see the Uttarard beginning. The Sangat of Saints is an amazing sarovar. Taking a dip in the sarovar makes a crow into a cuckoo, a heron into a swan. Shri Bala Sandarvach. Shri Guru Angad Dev Ji, listen. Guruji left us in Dhruv's dimension. He went alone towards Sachkhand. I was not able to see it for myself. I will tell you what I had heard from Guru Nanak Dev Ji though. The giver of joy reached Sachkhand in the blink of an eye. It was a beautiful creation. There were many types of beautiful gardens there. The branches had many tasty fruits hanging from them. The flowers were beautiful, arranged in lines. Bees hummed over the flowers. They sang the praises of Hari all the time. Swans, parrots, cuckoos, and other birds sang in sweet voices. The first door of Sachkhand is beautiful. It had diamonds and other gems in them. The Shlok Mukti, ones who are entitled to live in Sachkhand as a Mukti, Bhagats were in that area. They were without pain. They were always in joy. Vices and desires did not touch them, even in their dreams. Their hearts were illuminated with Brahmgyan. There were beautiful homes there, made of gold in that area. Monies were embedded in the homes, which shined bright. The ataris were made of crystal. The seats were made of sandalwood. Pearls hung radiantly from the doors. When Guru Nanak Dev Ji came there, all of the Bhagats bowed to Guruji and praised him in many ways. They looked at Guruji's form and became peaceful. Guruji then went on from there. At the second door, the praises of the homes were great. In the courtyards there were many monies. They were multicolored. The Bhagats lived amongst them. The ones who had achieved Sarup Mukti, who were in the same form as the Bhagavan, they lived there. They wore yellow clothes and were the Shyam color. They were really beautiful. It was like a blue stone and the sun shining on it in the morning. They wore earrings in the shapes of fish. They were radiant. They had 4 arms and 4 armlets on them. They wore golden bracelets and rings. On their heads they had a golden and radiant crown. Their hairs were round and black, looking attractive. Guruji came to these Bhagats next. The Bhagats got up and met Guru Nanak Dev Ji with love. They folded their hands and bowed to Guruji. They felt the highest bliss meeting Guruji. They praised Guruji. You are the Ad, beginning, Anad, without beginning. You give to all and make them happy. You spread the glory of Nam in the whole world. You protect the Bhagats in every yug. Hearing their sweet words, Guruji spoke to them and travelled on from there. He wanted to see the Parameshwar. The light of the Bedis then went to where the Samip Mukti Bhagats were, in the presence of Parameshwar, where they lived. Their glory could not be said. They received the darshan of Parameshwar all the time. When the Dinanath, the master of the poor and humble, arrived there, the Samip Mukti Bhagats got up and came to meet Guru Nanak Dev Ji with love. Guruji then went to the darbar of Shri Prabhuji. It was brighter than courts of suns. The rubies and sapphires were really bright. They were embedded into the walls. The pillars were made of gold. The pillars had rubies and crystals in them. It made one surprised to see all the emeralds, gold, and diamonds embedded in them. The cuts on the gems were amazing. Strands of pearls hung beautifully. They looked like suns hanging. You could see the pearls reflecting within each other. Purple gems were carved into the lotus flowers. Kamdeva was embarrassed to see them. Onyxes were carved to make bees. They could not be described. In the middle of the darbar, the canopy was beautiful. The ropes were made of a silk. The glory of Sachkhand could not be described by any poet, any kavi. It was where mind, words, and body reached their limits. How can one understand the beauty and state of Sachkhand? These words were used to make the mind understand. I am trying to explain it. There were many green emeralds and black monies in Sachkhand. The red rubies were indescribable. The floor was beautiful. The mind was lost in them. It was so amazing. The Singhasan, the seat of Akaal Purakh, was in the middle. It was really beautiful. courts of suns could not compare to it. The Satchit Anand Akaal Purakh sat on his throne. It was like the illumination of all the lightning, like all the clouds collected, all of the suns gathered in one place, many Brahmas gathered in one place, many moons gathered together, a mountain of blue sapphires. The feet of Parameshwar like lotuses. The nails were so beautiful that many moons were lost in front of them. The munis and yogis focused on them. They would be in samadhi and be one with the dhyana. The anklets were beautiful. When they clanked, they gave peace to all three loks. The legs of Akaal Purakh were like banana trees. When Akaal Purakh would walk, the walk was mesmerizing. The thighs were thick and strong. The clothes were yellow. The waist had bells of monies around it. The abdomen had 3 lines. The navel was deep and looked like a whirlpool in the Ganga and Jamna. It was the well of Kamdeva. The waist was strong. The arms were long like elephant trunks. They were the ones that destroyed sinners and gave power to the Bhagats. There were armlets on the arms, rings on the fingers, and bracelets on the wrists. This was so beautiful to look at. Weapons were in the hands of Akaal Purakh. Sinners would run away seeing this. Akaal Purakh had 4 beautiful arms. The shoulders were high and big, like a bull. He wore yellow clothes on his body. There was a yellow cloth around his neck. They looked like lightning. Around the neck was the Vajanti Mala. Around the neck was the Vajanti Mala. The neck was shaped like a conch and had 3 lines in it. The chin was beautiful. There was nothing more beautiful than this. Only one who could see this would know. Akaal Purakh's words were sweet and soft. He slightly smiled, which was priceless. His face was like billions of moons. The earrings were shaped like fish. His eyes were like lotus petals, wide and beautiful. The eyes would destroy the 3 illnesses of the Bhagats. His sight was full of compassion and blessings. It was sharp full of blessings. The hair was curled and black. The bees weren't even that dark. His forehead was wide. The crown was beautiful and radiant. The chhatar over his head made the moon shy. Jewels were waved over from every direction. It was like many suns making the radiance. Who can speak of the radiance? Courts of Sheshnag and Shardas would give up trying to praise Akaal Purakh. The Vedas call him Net. This is not your end. The wisest scholars and kavis could not know the end of this form. What can I say about this form? I am unwise. It is like an ant trying to swim across the ocean. How can an insect lift the Sumir mountain? How can a human know the depths of space? His power created the whole universe. Maya and Brahma were created from his power. Akaal Purakh was their support. One hair of Akaal Purakh had many Vishnus in them. Those many Vishnus created many Shivas and Brahmas. Who can think of this? The hairs of Akaal Purakh were like the branches of the sequoia tree. The leaves were like many galaxies. The leaves were the many galaxies and universes. Creation, sustenance, and destruction occurred in them. Akaal Purakh created the 3 Devas, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, in every universe. The place where the king of the universe sat, the giver of joy to Sikhs, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, came there. Guru Nanak Dev Ji folded his hands and bowed to Akaal Purakh. He laid on the floor like a stick and then got up. Shri Akaal Purakh Ji smiled and spoke sweet words. In the world, Kalyug has been forming its crooked ways. It is like a jungle on fire. The people are engrossed in desires and vices. The dark winds blow hard. Hypocrisy and attachment, along with other vices, these are the flames. The humans are burning and yelling out for help. The heat is hurting everyone. I have sent you like a cloud. The sweet kirtan you sing is the rumbling of the clouds. The praise of the Naam is the water in the cloud. It destroys the fires of Kalyug. The bhakti is the coolness. To understand one's form, that is the peace. The humans are burning. You came into the world to destroy the hypocrisy. Have you completed your task, or are some places still left? Hearing Shri Akaal Purakh Ji's words, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the giver of joy to Sikhs, spoke, In the 18 islands of the ocean, the glory of your name has spread there. Jambudweep, India, has many places where your bhakti has spread. I am going to the 9 khans of the earth now. I will give the wisdom to the ones who are in pain now. In the 7 dweeps, the continents, the glory of the Naam will be heard. They will chant the Naam. Bhakti and the glory of the Naam will erase the weight of the sins and pain. They will sing the glories of the Naam and destroy the sins of their many births. The Karta Purakh spoke to the giver of joy. Sing the glory of the Naam, which will be deserving of saving the people. Sing the glory from your mouth once, and then go to the world to give the people this wisdom. Guru Nanak Dev Ji heard this and sang the Bani in Asa Rag. Shri Mukhwak, Rag Asa, Mahla Pehla, Kar Pehla, Sodar. How is that door of yours, and how is that home, in which you sit and take care of all? The sound current of the Naad vibrates from you, and countless musicians play countless instruments there for you. There are so many rags and ragnis, so many minstrels sing hymns of you. Wind, water, and fire sing of you. The righteous judge of Dharm sings at your door. Chitragupt, the angels of the conscious and the subconscious, who keep the record of actions, and the righteous judge of Dharm, who reads the record, sing of you. Shiva, Brahma, and the goddesses, along with beauties you created, ever adorned by you, sing of you. Indra, seated on his throne, sings of you, with the deities at your door. The Siddhs in Samadhi sing of you. The Sadhus sing of you in contemplation. The Jatis, Lakshan, Gorakh, Hanuman, Pisham, Paro, Dattatreya, the Satis and the Santokhis, the content ones, they all sing of you. The 52 Beers sing of you. The Pandits, the religious scholars, Vyas, Parashar, Agast, etc., who recite the Vedas, the Rikishwars, with the supreme sages of all the ages, sing of you. The Monis, the enchanted heavenly beauties, who entice hearts in Swarg, in this world and in the Partals, the underworld, sing of you. The jewels created by you and the 68 Tiriths sing of you. The brave and mighty warriors sing of you. The spiritual heroes and the 4 sources of creation sing of you. The worlds, solar systems, and galaxies created and arranged by your hand sing of you. They alone sing of you who are pleasing to your will. Your devotees are drenched in the taste of your bhakti. So many others sing of you. They do not come to mind. O Nanak, how can I think of them all? That true Lord is true, forever true, and true is his name. He is and shall always be. He shall not depart, even when this universe which he has created ceases to exist. He created the world with its various colors, species, and of beings by the use of various forms of Maya. Having created the creation, he watches over it himself. By his greatness, he does whatever he pleases. No one can issue any order to him. He is the King of kings, the Supreme Lord, and Master of kings. Nanak remained subject to his will. Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, page 8 and 9. It was as though Guruji was the idol of love, singing in Ragasa. After singing the Sodar Shabad, Guru Nanak Dev Ji bowed in the Ashtang way. The round, without being and end, single state, the radiance of courts of suns, the aggregate light of the lightning, how can they compare? This is how the form of Akaal Purakh Ji was. Shri Akaal Purakh Ji heard his glory from Guru Nanak Dev Ji and was happy. He smiled and said, "Go back to the world and do what you need to do. Fulfill your mission of why you took on a human form. Destroy the pains of the people of the world. When Sikhi will spread everywhere, then come back to me. The ones who commit sin, destroy their sins and hypocrisy. Give the wisdom of Satnam. Destroy the pains of the Tarti." Hearing the words of Shri Akaal Ji, Guru Nanak Dev Ji bowed to him. He folded his hands as he bowed. He then turned towards the earth. The compassionate master took on a human form. There was no other reason for him to come to earth other than to save the people from pain. The ones who follow Guru Nanak Dev Ji's words, they are not afraid of the jams. As Bhavan's feet were washed with water, that water became the Ganga. Bhagirath brought the Ganga to earth. That is how the Bani of Guru Nanak Dev Ji was spread everywhere on earth. Within the Ganga, only the body bathes, in which destroys the sins. Within the Gurbani, the Suksham body, the man, can bathe in it. Whoever bathes in the Gurbani with their mans, their sins are destroyed, and mukti comes into their hands. The Ganga exists in one location and only flows in specific areas. Gurbani exists everywhere. It is accessible everywhere with ease. It is easy to bathe in it. The ones who recite it and read it they are in bliss. The ones who don't earn it, they lose in the world. The Satsangat is the great ghat, the port steps of the Sarovar, where one can sit and bathe in Gurbani every day. Kavi Santokh Singh folds his hands and bows to the minor virtues. Thus ends the Poorbaard, the first half of the Nanak Prakash Granth. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.